Hey guys, J-Man37X to bring you episode 110 of Epic Battle Fantasy V. Last time, we took care of the full three-headed Blaze Hydra over here in the Temple of, near the Temple of Trials, and, did something else I actually forgot. Oh yeah, we collected this up here. Oh, and we did the, what, 50 metal room in the Grand Gallery, I think, this one right here. Let's just rest on this little map layout. It's interesting that all of the doors are closed except for the 100. Well, I guess that one is open. It's just guards guarding it. Okay, anyway. Never mind. This time, I finally decided what I want to do. I talked it over with some people in my Discord, mostly Omega Sentinel, and I've decided I'm only going to be doing one boss fight, or sorry, one fight against the final boss. We're going to do everything else in the entire game and actually end it with the final boss, which I think makes sense. Originally, I was planning on doing it kind of like I did when I did the 4th game, where, you know, I did up to the final boss, I did Battle Mountain, and then I fought the final boss again. But this game's laid out differently. The side content is mixed throughout the entire game, so it didn't feel right waiting until the very end to do everything, because that would have been, that would have been too much. And I'm just going to start walking over. And, in addition to that, when version 2.0, when the 2.0 update comes out, that will kind of be like the Battle Mountain, where there's going to be a bunch of content added at once. I'm going to do it all, and then do the final boss again. So it's going to actually end up being the same if I just do it this way. So we're going to do it this way, and we're going to pick up with, what's this item here? We're going to pick up with Premium Dungeon number 4 as our first course of action here. What's this place called? It didn't actually say, did it? I think it's Crystal Caverns or something. There it is. I probably just missed it the first time. So here we have to put our spike boots. We have to leave our boots behind. Just pick... Yeah, so canonically you could theoretically leave any item here, but Matt always decides to put the spike boots down. You see there's some sort of colder looking area over here, so I'm sure you can see why, but we won't be getting to that for a while. This dungeon is... It's kind of similar to Freeze Flame, where it's split into 2 halves. You can see, you know, thematically it's a little bit different looking, but we're going to, you see, this way actually needs, wait, what? This is different. I thought these were crystals before. I'll actually be right back. I'm kind of curious about something now. Hold on. Okay, never mind. I don't want to... Well, I mean, I guess we're in the same dungeon, but we're going to go to the right half later. There are crystals on the other... Like, right as soon as you go into the next screen. So you do... To do that part, you need the big hammer. I forget that's actually what it's called. You need the big hammer to do the right half, so canonically, the left half is first. So that's just what I'll be doing. That's how I did it on stream, too. Theoretically, once you get the hammer, you can do either half in whatever order. Truthfully, the right half is... I find it to be a lot easier. So, take that for what it's worth. I will be starting with the left half. Here, right away, you get a new piece of equipment, bunny ears. You can see at max level, you get 100% stun, stagger, and confuse immunity. Really good side effect there. You also get a bunch of evades, so it's not too bad. You don't get, obviously, you don't get much else besides that. But all things considered, it's not too bad. Hold on, I'm just checking something really quick here. Okay. You see, there's a lot of hidden stuff here. Every single room is rich with these little secret passageways that let you get to stuff. So right off the bat, we got this here, some pretty nice craftables. So we also got this chest here. They usually put these boulders in the way, so you actually can't just like, oh, you see a secret, you click it, and you walk automatically. You actually have to find where the boulders are. Also, this is the typical optional area warning flag. Making sure I haven't missed anything here. Okay. As soon as you walk into the screen, you can see there's quite a large puzzle here. As we know, Matt is not the biggest fan of puzzles. I thought you'd never leave any treasure chest unopened. You see, he's very upset by... He's very upset with how stupid he is. Just, you know, it's commendable, really. It's relatable. Should someone online be willing to share the solution if we get stuck? In this case, the someone online is me. I'm going to be referring to my previous run of this to actually do the puzzle solution, because I don't remember exactly how... Okay, here we go. Let's see. Alright, yeah, see, they hide them throughout the whole thing. Stat items, Pretzel. Also, you'll see something here. This is the final solution to a puzzle quite a while ago in the previous premium dungeon. So you see it's left hand. Okay. Alright. Hopefully I'll remember that. We're gonna take a little stroll back to premium dungeon 3. That's not what I meant to do at all. Yeah, we're gonna take a quick stroll back to premium 3, as I'm sure you guys remember that that big puzzle, like the lever puzzle room. There's actually one more solution there, as I think you could you tell, actually? I guess we'll find out. I don't remember if there was actually like an obvious hint that there was still something left in that room or not. Let's go ahead and check it out. It's a pretty quick little walk, so we'll just do it live here. Take a little stroll back to, again, I think this is my personal favorite premium dungeon. I believe it's to the right here. I just love the look and feel of this place. Okay, so we're looking at arrow box. Uh-oh. I don't remember what it was exactly. Okay, I'm gonna check the recording. I'll be right back. There's gonna be a handful of cuts in this video, just so you're aware. Okay, so it should just be this. There we go. I'm not sure what I did wrong the first time. I thought I had tried flicking this one, turning it off, flicking this one. Maybe not. I must have just barely grazed the solution. But anyway, you get some pretty nice stuff. Nothing groundbreaking, you know, there's no like equipment here or anything like that. But pretty nice stuff nonetheless. So we're gonna go ahead and head back to Premium 4 here, and I'm gonna try not to do another cut for the next puzzle. I am going to pretty much be watching my previous solution of the puzzle, so I might be a little bit quiet. We're going here. You know, obviously I want to make sure I get it right and reasonably concise. I plan on doing, after the series is over, I plan on doing a good handful of summary videos where I kind of show off, like, one I think is going to be all the puzzles in the game, one is going to be like all the locked chests, stuff like that, at the very end. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and watch my solution here. I believe I'm going to start by moving this block over. There's of course going to be multiple solutions to pretty much all of these puzzles, but these are just the solutions that I know work, because I've done them before. Let's see, okay, so then I push this one, and then I push this one over here. Okay, I'm running it on double speed, so this is actually a little bit hard to follow. Alright, and then we go here. Alright, slow down me in the pass. Let's take a breather here. Alright. Okay, so basically, you know, you need to get a bunch of blocks into the very center of the screen, which is a little bit, you know, conceptually tricky. Once you get to a point like this, basically your first goal needs to be to stack them up in a way that you actually have access to the middle of the screen, which, you know, is kind of useful. I believe this next part I did about a brainstorming, so let me freeze frame on the final bit of brainstorming I do here. Basically, sometimes in the series, I'd like draw out my plans for puzzle solutions, and basically it just help to keep me organized. Whoops. Okay. Okay. Bear with me here. Like I said, these puzzles are a bit tricky, and I want to make sure I'm getting them right. Okay. So I believe first we're doing this. So we're gonna get this one into place here. Next, we are going to do what are we going to do? Okay. We're going to do this, I think. Okay, the way I drew this out is a little bit confusing. Okay. I see. I'm gonna do this. I think I've messed this up. Oh my goodness, this is so hard to follow. I'm sorry. Okay, let me just let me see if I have actually messed this up. I think I have. Yeah, I pushed the wrong block. Yeah. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna do a separate take of actually getting it right. So I'll be right back. I'm sorry. We're back here at least. I'm just waiting for me in the video to actually start moving the blocks. I was trying to go off the diagram that I drew, but I forgot that the diagram actually ends up being wrong because there was something that I hadn't accounted for when I was doing the diagram. So I moved this block and then I realized, oh, I can't push it down, which is a problem and something I hadn't thought about. So I need to do some rerouting here. So I'm just gonna... So it looks like instead we go this way. Okay. This is a lot more painful than I remember it being, to be honest. I mean, I did spend quite a long time doing this puzzle the first time, so I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. I'm gonna assume that I'm not in the correct path here. Yeah, so it looks like this is still the winning attempt. I just have to wait and see how I actually do it. So right now we could push this one over, but I'm trying to remember how I actually get myself to do the other way. Okay, yeah, I spend a lot of time on this puzzle. Okay, we do get it here. Let me rewind a little bit. I just like blasted through the last part. I think it must have just clicked and then I just kind of ran really quick through it. Okay, so this goes here. This goes here. Oh, right, yeah, okay. Fairly intuitive final solution there. Okay. Anyways, sorry about all the cuts and all that. It took me like 3 recorded attempts to actually get... I kept messing it up, man. Okay, anyway, so this one, you know, not too bad there. This one, you get a new staff, the oak staff. I believe this was in the previous game. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. You see, it's strictly defensive. It also angers tree and plant enemies, which there are a fair amount of in the game. Boost 5 healing spells. Obviously, that's generally what you'd want a staff like this for. Uses the wooden idol. Gives blessed stats to all allies, including this bag. This is really useful, but it's pretty easy to find one of these to capture again. Actually, wait. Gives blessed stats to all allies, including those in backup. Oh, Stumpy Gloop gives morale. Right, that's what it was. Okay, I was getting those confused. Yeah, we'll just do it. And then gives player blessed at max level, but it does also use Stumpy Gloop. I'm gonna hold off on that one. I find morale to be really useful. Blesses too, for that matter. But I kind of want to have some of these on hand. Anyway, so there's puzzle number 1. Now we have another puzzle here. Why don't you collect those? So she's just saying to just run around gathering gems while the adults solve the puzzle. I only want the things I can't have. Kind of cute when you're mad. Something's developing here. Matt's not really sure how to respond to that one. Okay, now bear with me again while I have to do pretty much the same thing. I believe this puzzle ended up being more straightforward for me to solve. Yeah, I actually solved this one pretty quickly on like my first attempt. So, but I'm just gonna follow what I do exactly here just to make sure I don't screw anything up, as usual. You know, it did take me quite a long time to actually... Okay, the video's buffering now. Alright, man. This is This is this is getting a little bit meta now, even for my standards. All right, I gotta refresh the page. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. All right. If me in the past would start moving blocks, that would be that. Okay. Okay. Too far. Too far. Okay. So there, I leave the screen to come back. Presumably, I messed up on something. So let's see. What are we doing here? So it looks like we're pushing this one over. This one down. This guy all the way over. You'll notice these green blocks also slide, whereas the other one, the stone ones, do not slide. So just another aspect of this puzzle that you'll have to make sure you keep in mind. It takes me a really long time to make any decisions. I know that this is true, and I know that I've been, you know, people have been telling me that for a long time, but it's painfully obvious to me now when I'm watching myself try and solve puzzles. Okay. Alright, so this one goes over one. I don't think I skipped any steps. I'm trying to skip around to waste as little time as possible. Okay, it looks like I actually end up moving this block back. So presumably that was a mistake. Or no. I think I'm gonna move this one all the way over, actually. Because this block doesn't need to move anymore, so really we can just, like, lock it in place if we needed to. Nope, never mind. Abandoned mission. We're doing this. So we are locking it in place, just with this one to kind of get it out of the way a little bit. Okay, then this goes up. This goes to the side. This goes down. This goes up. Oh, this goes over, of course. It's kind of the goal here. Oops. Okay, this goes over and then down. It looks like. Just again, don't lock it in place and just free up as much room as possible. I think we're probably gonna move this one over, this down, left down, over, this up. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be our solution here, but I'm just gonna double check. I'm pretty sure exactly what I just said is probably exactly what I'm going to do. But I'm just gonna wait. I'm sitting here thinking about these two blocks at the moment, so let me skip ahead a little bit. Okay, I skipped ahead too much. So the problem is the VODs are like 4 hours long, so it's really easy to skip too far. Yeah, okay. So this is going over, this is going down, and it's looking to be exactly how I thought it would go. This here, this is gonna go over, down, over, and then up. Okay. So you see, this puzzle's a little bit more... At least I found it to be a little bit more straightforward to complete. Okay. So I'm sure it's been very... Excuse me. I'm sure it's been very painful watching me try and re-solve all these puzzles. So, hopefully that was not too torturous to get through. So anyway, for that, you get another piece of equipment, the Emerald Smasher. It's another bioweapon for Matt, which is interesting. It's also a hammer, which is... I find, like, a poisonous hammer to be very interesting conceptually. And some other nice stuff in here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that hammer here. Where are we at? Okay. Boost damage of bio skills, pretty standard. You can confuse and stagger immunity at full level, which is nice. Pretty okay resistances. Mixed attacking set. Counterattacks with Nettle, always handy. Free damage. May unleash Rock Slide. So that's kind of the interesting thing, is that it at max level it may unleash an Earth attack. Which I think Rock Slide's pretty standard, pretty standard Earth attack. Chance of staggering, maybe. I'm not even 100% sure on that. You see, it can also inflict. So it's bio element, but it actually inflicts stagger as its weapon effect, which again could be handy. These debuffs are hardly noticeable. Mixed attacking. I feel like the magic attack stat is kind of wasted on Matt. But, you know, it keeps the possibilities open, at least. I guess, actually, his other bio weapon is also mixed attacking, which is interesting. You see, they're reasonably comparable, you know, as far as the stats they give. Everything else, and the fact that the bio, everything else is pretty much different, but interesting nonetheless. Let's go ahead and finish clearing it. I'm sorry, I love that voice line. Friggin' monsters aren't helping either. I've been down here all day and That's a good question. Turns out a drill spear is like a double-edged sword. You can thrust it through rocks or just trip and fall on it yourself. Ooh. That doesn't sound good. I didn't get a lot of training with this thing due to budget cuts. That's unfortunate for him. As you see, there's a rock down here. Not even several feet of rock will stop me from reaching a chest. Why do you mock me? Okay, so there's a chest here. Another piece of equipment. We're getting pretty stacked up on equipment here. So, is it the Regal Turtle or something? Regal Turtle. Another Holy Bow. I think this is her third Holy Bow. Let's see. Right? Yeah, Angel Wing, Heaven's Voice, and I think that's it. Boost bar healing spells as its main effect, which is interesting. You see it's got a triple elemental resistance setup. Huge magic attack debuff, which isn't a huge hindrance to her. The vast majority of her attacks are physical, so that's really not that bad. Gives defend. This is interesting. I want to say this is one of the only pieces of equipment that can give you defend status for free without even needing to defend, which is really powerful, I would say. Uses red creep, that's fine. I don't really use red creep. And max level, it actually boosts the damage of holy skills. Now that I'm looking at it, this is a pretty cool bow. I like this one a lot. I mean, she only naturally has one healing spell, but she can learn the other healing spells. Like heal more and revive and all that, right? I'm trying to find them. Yeah, heal more, revive. I mean, I guess those are really the main ones, but I mean, heal more, revive, and refresh. That's a pretty stacked healing setup. You know, she can certainly play a defensive role pretty well with some of her other. That's an interesting setup actually. It's more of a support-based Ana. Yeah, it's not too bad. You see, she gets 40 extra HP at max level. That's nothing to sneeze at. That's a lot of extra health. Not to mention defense buffs. You could kit her out probably with like the oh, we don't have it necessarily yet, but even just like, you know, red dress, which is good for her in general, for some magic defense. Sorry, red ribbon for balanced defense. It's pretty versatile, really. So that's a cool one. I like that. I think we're actually gonna end it off here. It's not very often I do a video without any battles at all. Hold on, sorry, there's another secret here. I told you, the secrets are everywhere in this area. I can't help but feel like I've missed some. It's getting really toasty. Yeah, you can see the crystals actually are getting quite a lot warmer as we progress down this hallway. And right here you see enemies start appearing. This is, you know, where there's actually enemies in this area. Trying to see if I can reach this part. I think that, yeah, this is blocked off past this enemy. So you see we got a monolith here. We're actually gonna end it off here though. Like I said, it's not very common this happens. But anywho, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked this video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check the description for a link to my twitch.tv channel. Currently streaming a lot of Dicey Dungeons. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 6 to 9 p.m. EST. Fridays I typically stream with my buddy Sacred Survival. If I stream, I'm in class right now, so I have to miss stream sometimes, but I did drop one of my heavier workload classes, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to keep up more than I was originally planning to. So, but check the Discord also in the description if you want to keep up to date for when I change, when I have to change live stream plans and all that stuff. Hopefully you guys are able to bear with me through all the puzzle shenanigans. Wow, it is really bright in here now. But yeah, next time we're going to continue on through the warm, I guess, half of the Crystal Caverns. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.